Hello everyone, this is Scott Caruso from MDF1302 with my week 3 reflection video. This week was significantly more challenging and difficult than the past weeks were. I don't really have a good reason why, other than I think just the combination of all of the different things that we've done recently really threw me for a loop. In particular, I was really struggling with passing data between the custom object I had created to handle the latitude and longitude and the locations for my application, which I'll show you in a second. Between the two views within the tab controller. Ultimately, I figured out how to do it with a little bit of brute force and with a little bit of help from my good friend Google. So I eventually got to it, and when I finally figured out what to do, I felt kind of silly that I couldn't figure that out on my own. I guess really it was just a rough week. You know what I mean? The brain just wasn't doing what you would expect it to do. But at the end of the day, I think the application has turned out all right. Let's go ahead and we'll take a look at it, and I'll show you some of the things I did and areas where I think I could improve it also. All right, so let's take a look at the application that I built real quick. Very simple for a set of restaurants called Caruso Restaurants. There's a list of 10 locations here that you can choose from, different cities across the United States. Let's go to the full map view first. Take a look, and you see map view loads. You get pins for each one of the different locations where Caruso Restaurants exist: Lone Star Caruso, Caruso in the Desert, etc. Go to the main restaurant list here. Let's say we want to go to the Hartford, Connecticut version of it. Zooms you right in, nice and close, to show you the Hartford, Connecticut location, along with the latitude, longitude, the business name, and if you click on the pin, you also get the business name there. You can also edit the list as shown to remove. Let's say the Florida business is doing really bad, so we want to close the Orlando and Miami ones. Do that and come back here to the map view, and it actually updates. There's no more Miami, no more Orlando locations there on the map for you. Hopping over to the code real quick, you see I've got a number of different classes here. The big one that controls a lot of what's going on here is the restaurant locations object that I created. It runs through a number of different arrays and dictionaries, a list of restaurants, a dictionary that actually includes a dictionary of dictionaries that includes latitude and longitude for each one, restaurant names, and also getter methods that I created to be able to pull all of these things out of the restaurant locations. Table view controller imports them, and they are the properties are synthesized across the various views so that you can pass data in between all of them effectively. One of the things that I would have loved to have done if I had a little bit more time would have been to play a little bit more with the detail map view and really drill down deep into the format and the way that this view appears. I'm not really happy with it. It doesn't look like anything that you would actually see. Let me hop out to the simulator real quick. It doesn't really look like anything you would see on a real website, because that doesn't tell you where the location is. I'd love to add addresses and get down in the street view so you can actually see where these things are. I am really happy with, however, how clean my code is in a number of locations. I try to use all-encompassing methods wherever possible. As an example, here in my table view controller, I have a method I created called set map controller properties. Essentially, what this does, if you call this method here, it sets or resets the map controller properties for you without having to write all this code over and over again. So when the page first loads, as an example, it sets when it first inits, rather, it sets the map control properties to the defaults. And every time you update the array by removing an object from the list view, it updates those properties as well. So that was week 3. Hope everyone had a great week, and I will talk to you again for week 4.